Hey, Cube Dudes, Ryan here. So one of the first experiences I had when I started cubing was the Day of Records in late 2015. That was the River Hill Fall 2015 competition. That was where the record was broken 3 times in one day by Colin Burns, Keaton Ellis, and then finally by Lucas Etter, who claimed the record that day. Colin Burns technically had a miss scramble, but still, it was 3 times in one day, and I remember the excitement of all that. I remember being so surprised that someone could just casually accomplish that kind of solve, and that it happened 3 times. It was a day to behold, and I was brand new to cubing, and that was one of the first things that happened. It would just impress me in every way. Cubing records are always a fun thing to watch happen. It's always an event. It's always something that everyone's talking about for that day. And at the moment, they're actually pretty frequent, at least for 3x3 singles, so we see a lot of reactions these days. And one thing I've noticed is that it's always overwhelmingly positive whenever someone gets a new record. Everyone's excited, everyone's like joking around, posting memes. It's a good time.
Yeah, Patrick, let's go! 4.5.
While cubing is competitive, it's more fundamentally collaborative, and this is shown by how people react to world records, which is usually pretty fun to watch. If you've ever seen any videos of people earning world records, you see that it's either an instant reaction, people jumping up and down and cheering, or it's like kind of gradual as people realize, oh, that's a world record.
World record? What?
But either way, it's big, and people react, and it's always a lot of fun. There's always congratulations, there's always cheering. Everybody is positive about it. And at least here in the US and in a lot of other places, the average age of competitors at a competition is pretty young. So there's a lot of yelling and screaming of younger kids, which is kind of funny. One universality in record reactions, though, is that it always leads to memes. If you've ever seen videos of records, it can look like someone just pulled the sword from the stone. And there's a lot of young kids at these competitions, so sometimes you'll hear something a little bit silly that'll be picked up and turned into a meme. For example, there was one kid who went to a competition, brought his camera with him, got it all set up to film his solves, presumably, and he filled it up with footage. And then Feliks got a 4.73 world record single. Kid runs up, sees the commotion, looks at everything, and yells, "Just as my SD card runs out!" 3 times. He yells it 3 times. His friend comes over. Just as my SD card runs down. And it became a meme. It became a huge meme. Everyone was joking about it. Feliks tracked down the kid and gave him a memory card. There were cube stores that were selling SD cards on their website for $47.30. Memes are just inseparable from records. Memes are not the only part of records, though. A lot of people do reconstructions and solves to try and analyze what the solver did and see if they can use that skill to improve their own solves. Kind of like the same way people will analyze and transcribe jazz solos. So I actually spoke to a few former world record holders, current and past, about their experiences and what it was like to have earned their records. Keaton Ellis said of his 5.09 3x3 solve, "It was awesome. It's like having an amplified PB feeling, literally on top of the world." Charlie Stark said that when he earned his 5.73 square 1 world record single, "As I was stopping the timer, I thought it might be a 6th, so it was quite surprising to see it was world record." Jayden McNeil, who earned records in Scube not long after it became a WCA event, said that he was over the moon about the Scube average world record, and even though I got lucky scrambles, it still felt more earned and like a way cooler record to have than this single. Rami told me that earning records felt like it finally validated himself and proved himself elite in the community. Feliks even said that when he got his 4.73, he was pretty stunned and amazed at the circumstances, beating it by 0.01 seconds. So another common theme I noticed when I was talking to world record holders was the feeling they had when the record was broken. More than once they said that it was just an extra challenge, making it just a little bit harder to get to. Rami said that it just served as motivation to practice more when his record was broken. Feliks said that when Patrick broke his WR single, he was happy for him. He held it for a while, and he said what records are made to be broken. While frustrating, it's part of the game. It's part of the challenge. You just have to try that much harder to get it back. It's not someone else took it, it's that you just have more to do. And it's really a good thing to see that. While yeah, you're gonna get annoyed because someone took your record and it's disappointing, you still have to be that much more sportsmanlike. Because let's be honest, if you have a record, you're kind of a cubing micro-celebrity. You have to kind of be the paragon of what the sport is. You have to be the cuber that cubers should want to be.
So I have a few acknowledgements to make for this video. I reached out to a lot of world record holders, former and current, to get some insight and guidance on this video, and I want to acknowledge your contributions right now. Keaton Ellis, Charlie Stark, Jayden McNeil, Rami Spahi, Feliks Zemdegs, and Lucas Eder all contributed their guidance to this video. Additionally, I used footage from world record recap videos owned by Lucas Eder, Feliks Zemdegs, Matt Zvalk, Patrick Pons, and Steve Cho in this video, and I wanted to acknowledge that the video belongs to them. And I want to thank anyone else who helped with this video.